Yo, 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 yo. What's good, people? It's your boy Jason Gooner, and we're back in the studio, people. This time we have the 2025 Gold Cup final, people. The 2025 Gold Cup final. You see me done put down my flag already, people, for the day. Today, I am supporting Mexico, people. I think Mexico will win the game. So I have on my Mexico kit. Yes, people, vintage from 1990s or early 2000s, them jersey I forward from people. Used to fit me a little different back in the day, but you don't know. We have put our marker down, people. Watching the Gold Cup final. Of course, Jamaica ain't in it. Sad to say they didn't even make it out the group. But for today's match, I'm going with a Mexico victory, people. So I have on the Mexico kit. Let's get the team lineups on the screen so everybody can see what's going on with the lineups for the game. And once we do that, people, I want you guys to do the YouTube things for me. You don't know, you have to smash a like on the video. Smash a like on the video, smash a like on the video, smash a like on the video. Yeah, man, them not gonna like to see me in a Mexico kit. I see Omar Fowling said me sell out. Brother, I have that jersey from 19 all long, brother. Pull it out for the game. It was that or the USA jersey. Miraman, Miraman said that I nearly ball when USA nearly lose to Costa Rica in the shootout. But I don't way better about Costa Rica be there bring. But I have a Costa Rica jersey. Yeah, man, and them jersey are Hugo Sanchez. For the next long year, brother. Forward after him. Yeah, man. This was a little after Hugo Sanchez, to be fair. Bless up Odell, bless up Odell. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Bless up Jason Guna. Just I give up you and rest up. Respect Lamar. Respect. I'm not even gonna tell you, because I know you done do that already. Big up yourself, Lamar. Every time. Long time you sell out. Yeah. Yeah, we used to collect jersey like when we did younger still. So I have a whole heap of jersey for whole heap side. This is one of the ones that made it over the years, you know. Somehow this one always stuck with me. So we still have it. Joseph Brown, bless up, you know. Say I have Mexico 2-0. All right, Joseph done show no war go on. So people dropping the score, dropping, yeah man, them jersey are Blanco time and oh my boy the name man, the long hair brother man. You know, I can picture him, you know, he used to wear 21. But yeah, Blanco, Zage, them man, them time there. Them time there. Yeah man, me know man. Yo, little banter good for the soul, brother. Blanco, yeah man, them baller there. Jano Star man, dash for the jerk chicken for the tacos. Mexico. Lamar said, tired of the Mexico USA final. Well, to be honest, you know, Canada really should have been there, but them do up themselves, to be honest, in that game. Guatemala was able to get them out of the game basically. So yeah, it was tough. Wait, was it Guatemala or Honduras? Who did beat them? Was it Guatemala or Honduras? I'm soon tell her. Can't believe I forgot so early. Yeah, man, Guatemala beat them. Penalties. But yeah, they should have been out of sight in that game. And they let Guatemala just muck up the game and dirty up the game, and it was too much for them. But people, let me show a Hermosillo. That's not who I was thinking, but that's another one. Borghetti would have been a little after this jersey. Because Zage was the tall man when ended up front. Hermosillo would have been them time there as well. A Palencia in the name. Oh, never Palencia in the name. Brother, I can picture the brother right now, brother. Number 21. And play a bag of World Cup for Mexico. All time, all right, Mexico all-time scoring list. If I type that in, I see the man name, I'll tell it. Because I was like the support striker, what him score with a goal too. Top Mexico scorers. Blanco, Javier Hernandez, Luis Garcia. What is Confederations Cup? No. Oh, everything. All internationals, you know? But I really need to stay up on task, you know. I'm supposed to show one of the games. But hold on there. Luis Hernandez. So the brother name, Luis Hernandez. I don't know what more I call the brother Palencia. Luis Hernandez youth. Skill. Man, they're full of skill. Blanco are the skillest still, but indeed bad. Mexico, the true kings of Concacaf. Yeah, I think Mexico gonna take it today as well. Yes, Ramses, I remember the ball of them. Big up Gooner, respect brother. Can't stop watch football from Jamaica drop out. Nah, lie you. They mash up my mates badly. Well, Michael, if you study Jamaica and them football, you really would have stopped watch football for true, but become a love ball. It lasts about, I say, half a day. You see, by the next day, I'm back to watch ball again. Club World Cup, Gold Cup, now Women's Euro go on. I got the PSG Bayern match yesterday. Wicked piece of match star. Prayers out to Musiala. Horrible. From the man, them dead alive, brother. And every man on the field a ball. And I'm handing on them jerseys still. So, man, them anybody will go over there, go look on it and see the man leg hang on, the weight hang on. Yeah, man. Very emotional settings, man. I hate to see that. And the crowd are boo Donnarumma after that. You fart. Every time the man touch the ball, alone boo him again. If the other teams in Concacaf not beating them, we can't vex. Yeah, man. Big ball alone. I tell you, man. Luis, man. Bad. Bad is a shame. Luis Hernandez. Him is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. 5th all time for Mexico. Hermosillo 6. So Javier Hernandez, Chicharito 51, Borghetti 43, Jimenez there 42. So Jimenez goodly passed the whole of them. I'm about 9 goal lead for Ty Chicharito. Blanco 39, Luis Hernandez 36, Hermosillo 34, Enrique Borja, the man before my time, 1966, the man they played. Luis Roberto Alves, remember that brother too? That was around him there played towards the end when we were qualified for World Cup. Hugo Sanchez, big baller, only 30 goals him scored. Oh, Luis Garcia, Andres Guardado, Luis Flores, Oribe Peralta, Benjamin Galindo, Gio dos Santos, Garcia Aspe. Yeah, man, enough baller, man. All right, so we'll get back on track, people. Remember, like up the video, like up that video. Find the thumbs up button and click it. Yeah, man. All right, so these are the teams for today, people. Mexico and the USA. So we have USA on the left. So we'll go through USA's team first. Matt Freeze in goal. He has started every game, pretty much leaving Matt Turner to just be watching. So he's doing what he does when he's over in Europe, just watching games from the bench. Matt Freeze, the hero in the penalty shootout, but has had some mistakes in open play. So look out for that today. Mexico, will be applying the pressure to the defense line. Can Matt Freeze handle the pressure when they go back to him as an option to play out? That's one thing I want you guys to watch today. Tim Ream and Chris Richards proving to be a very good partnership. Richards, obviously the younger player, the one who is tasked with winning the 50-50s, really going into all the duels possible. Tim Ream, more of a conductor around the back, but he is very, very calm under pressure. Sometimes too calm. So let's see if he gets caught as well in possession. Chris Richards, I think, is solid player. Definitely improved this year under the tutelage of his manager over at Crystal Palace, won an FA Cup this season. So yes, looking to add a Gold Cup to his CV in this one. Max Arfsten has been one of the best players for the USA in this tournament. A good find over at left back. Of course, we know that Anthony Robinson is usually right there. So this is really just a depth choice. Him and Tolkien have been the ones battling it out. They are both playing over in Europe right now. So Arsene looks to be the one who has taken the lead at left back. And he must say, Robinson could play right back as well. So you never know. Could be a case where Arsene and Robinson start. But let's see for the future for the USA. And then Alex Freeman is at right back. Basically the find of the tournament for them. Don't know if going into this tournament, he would have been the one people would think would start at right back, but he has been holding down his position Did see some cracks in his game once we got to this knockout stage. So I think that's a place that Mexico will look to target today. As a matter of fact, I think they will target both of the fullbacks because don't know if they have held up to defense as well as they should. Arsene definitely a threat going forward, but can be tested in defense. Then in midfield, Berhalter has gone with Tyler Adams and Luca De La Torre. Not the biggest of tandems in that midfield, but definitely extremely technical in that midfield. Let's see if they'll be able to deal with the press as well. As I said, Mexico and USA, two of the best pressing teams in the region, as well as Canada. And I think it will be quite a pace in this game, especially with the US-Mexico rivalry factored in. Tyler Adams and Luca will play that pivot. I do think Berhalter, even though he's listed on this right-hand side, he will tuck in to make it a 3. Typically in that midfield, Tillman, Luna, and Agemang will play more like forwards, while the other 3 players will be more like midfielders. So it's going to be interesting to see on that right-hand side how the US play it. Typically, they get their width from Agemang pulling out to the wing, or even Luna switching sides. Even De La Torre, Tillman will run into that right channel. Berhalter typically is not going to be occupying that space. So it's going to be interesting to see how Mexico deals with that, the freedom that they'll have on that left-hand side. In terms of defensively, they won't really have a player. So what does Gallardo do? Who does he mark? What spaces does he choose to cover? That's going to be the interesting thing defensively versus offensive in this game. Then we have Malik Tillman, who I think has been the best player in the tournament overall for the USA. He'll be behind Agemang and Diego Luna, probably the second best attacker in the tournament for USA. Had a big semi-final. He'll be looking to continue. And of course, for him, this game is overly emotional because he could have represented Mexico as well. And he's one of the ones that the Mexicans do think got away in terms of his talent level. So let's see if he can control those emotions and have a good performance tonight. But that's the US team. Basically, no changes from what we saw in the semifinal. He feels comfortable with this lineup, like so they're gelling together, goes back with them. Now, Mexico, on the other hand, they did make 1-4 sub. Gallardo was suspended for the semifinal. He is back in the rotation now, so they get to put, I think it's, what's his name there? Yeah, Mateo Chavez, he goes back to the bench, and Jesus Gallardo is back, the veteran. As I said, he'll have to figure out defensively what he's going to do, and then attacking-wise, with that freedom of not having a right winger, how high up the pitch is he able to get, and can the US exploit that on the counter? Then we have Gallardo and Sanchez as the fullback. Sanchez is the other sub from the semifinal. It was Araujo, the Bournemouth player, playing the last game. This time, Araujo is not even on the team sheet, and Jorge Sanchez takes his place at right back. Cesar Montes, Joan Vasquez, the top pairing for them, been so for a few years now, both good quality players. Montes going to be interesting to see his battle against Agemang, 2 very tall players. They'll want to maybe target Vasquez in the air more than Montes, but Montes, I think, can get beat on the ground. So going to be interesting to see if they test him with through balls, force him to turn his back and chase. I think that's pretty much his weakness as a defender. If he can get set, he's very good. But if you get him on the move, he can be challenged. Then we have in midfield for them, Edson Alvarez. Ruiz really does a worker bee in that midfield. Tremendous energy levels, covers every blade of grass. And then Mora is my player to watch for Mexico. Only 16 years of age, people. 16 years of age. He plays with Shamar Nicholson at Tijuana, and he has been a revelation for them, especially since about the 3rd game of the group stage when he got his chance. Really has not been back on the bench since. Then up front, you have Jimenez, who just can't stop scoring for the national team. As I said before, he's 9 goals away now from catching Chicharito for all-time leading goal scorer for Mexico. I wouldn't be surprised if his tally doesn't increase today. Roberto Alvarado and Vega have been the choices in the knockout stage for Javier Aguirre, and for good reason. I think Alvarado and Vega give them the type of ball retention that you need, and also Alvarado and Vega can pop up with a strike from distance at any moment. So they have good variation to their play. They don't necessarily hug the touchline. So just like with the USA, I think this rotation is going to be key. in the front line, the fluidity and the interchange of them, and how do the defenses cope with all of that interchange. I do think that both teams play very similarly in terms of how they attack, running into various spaces. You might see Jimenez crossing the ball. You might see Aguilan crossing the ball. It's not very static, either one of these teams. Now, Mexico does possess the ball very differently from the USA. I think it's a lot more methodical. USA tend to be trying to keep possession to get somewhere with it most of the time. But I think Pochettino has added a level of that methodical nature as well. When you look at USA play, they're keeping the ball a bit better, I think. And sometimes they might have been guilty of wanting to just have a track meet for 90 minutes the whole entire time. And I don't think sometimes that serves them the best. So if they can find that balance, I think it will be better for them in this game. But I do think, based on what I've seen over the course of this tournament, I just trust Mexico a little bit more, especially when you talk about chances falling to players. If I have a chance falling to Agemang and I have a chance falling to Jimenez, I mean, I'm pretty sure all of you in the chat would agree that you'd be picking Jimenez to strike that ball. All right, so that's my breakdown, people. Mexico, for me, gonna take this one home. I'd say 2-1. It's gonna be close. Don't think it will be a wide margin or anything like that, but I do say a 2-1 victory to Mexico. Should be a good game. I expect a lot of yellow cards in this one. The atmosphere is lit. They're in Houston, so it might as well be a home game for Mexico. But I think the US fans would have turned out as well, so it should be a very, very good atmosphere for this one. And I'm glad that so many of you decided to tune in and take in the match with yours truly, people. So something that's always important, people. Mario Escobar is the referee. He's from Guatemala. If you see his face there, you should know him. He has been a part of a lot of big games in CONCACAF. Mario Escobar is his name. And I don't remember always enjoying the games that he referees. But he's who CONCACAF have chosen, people. And I can guarantee you any money that we'll have a few times in this show that we are arguing about what the ref is up to. All right? That I can guarantee you. Yeah, man, that injury mashed me up, man. Mash up the whole of the player them. I think Bayern still messed up from that damn injury. Like me, you have to watch other teams to see quality. Yeah, man, have to. Next CONCACAF will have either Guadeloupe or Curacao in the finals. These teams will rank lower than Jamaica. We'll rank 12th in CONCACAF and 4th in the Caribbean. Jeez, I hope that don't happen, but it's possible, But what you think about Club World Cup? FIFA should scrap it, players in vacation mood. Yo, Odell, say, I was always against it when I saw the format and I saw everything. But I'm not going to lie, as a football consumer and just somebody who love football, because the players are trying how they are and the coaches are trying, and you can see them trying tactically, and yeah, they might take off a baller a little earlier than normal, but I think they're doing that because of the time of the season and just the over. I mean, some of them man play 60, 70 game now in this competition in the season, so it's a lot. But one thing I will say, team them that in it now and still playing, them are go feet. So the football is good. Like the game yesterday was a very good quality. That game that I went to, the PSG Bayern game, and the Dortmund Madrid game was good too in terms of quality. So Negrete, let me see. No Negrete not up on the list. What's his name? Who named Negrete? Let me see if Michael Garden fix up that car. Nobody no name, so the money grab tournament took out the dude. The few matches I watched, I'm stunned he's the only one proper hurt. Well, I had one. That was a freak injury, brother. Cause I had one, I tell you the truth, a keeper could have done that same action another time, and the timing does have to be perfect, or well, in his case, imperfect. So that when him plant him foot at that time and how him foot did set, and the exact time Donnarumma, went to his back and got the ball, like those things have to match perfectly for that outcome, So it was just a freak play. I don't think it had anything to do with and plus he's just coming back. So it ain't like a player where play 60, 70 game that happened to. It just that could happen to any of them. The way how Donnarumma went for the ball was just that was a possibility, clearly. The boy Donnarumma mash up the big ballers. He's a staunch FC Bayern fan, and Musiala was our next big superstar. Yeah. Yeah, man, him already him just forward. Him just forward. I think this was his first start since him get injured during the season. Anyways, Madrid Los Blancos have a blessed night and a successful stream. All right, big up, Lamar. Respect for checking in, my brother. Checking in, big up, Pastor. Yeah, man, we're there for watch the Gold Cup final, you know. Should be a few yellow in this game. Facts. What kind of jersey that? Lost a bet? No, sir. The Mexico jersey we have from time. Up the likes. Yeah, man, let them know. Mexico 2-1 said Duke, all right? Well, I'm not so confident again, you know, because anytime me and Duke I be seeing pick, you know. You know, so the two are wrong. Some of these USA players taking spots on the A team. That's the USA A team players who sat out lost their spots. Well, I would be shocked if Malik Tillman don't start when the big team forward. Shocked. Trust me. Boss, I move go to Leverkusen for go take up the mantle for our Verts leave. So them I look on him like a big time player now for come help out, you know. Lamar said 4-1. Chano. So 4-1 to Mexico, I'm assuming. USA. Nitro drop in for the USA. How this now? And ESPN UHD. How this? Yo, that's where the spammers. Bless up float. 2-1 Mexico say float as well. Good evening, Jason, and the chat. Big up Ted Extra Hope. Gilberto Mora look like him is my son. Man, look young. My prediction is 3-1 or 3-2 Mexico. I'm expecting Luna to find a way as usual. Yeah, Diego Luna is going to be a problem. That matchup with him and Sanchez is one to watch. I think Sanchez basically playing because he can have that shutdown factor. But Luna is so tricky and he doesn't really stay wide. So if he's going to follow him across the pitch, that's going to leave space. If he doesn't follow him across the pitch, Luna tends to find space. So it's going to be an interesting one tactically. That's why I'm interested to see how both defenses approach it, because neither team really have static forward players. Alvarado and Vega, yes, they start on the left and the right respectively, but you see all the different areas. You see Vega touch the ball and Alvarado touch the ball. They have a lot of freedom. So, yeah. Mexico 3-1 says the extra. All right, big up fisticuffs. That is a must for real. I always smile when I see the wall. Ochoa, what a legend. Yeah, so he's in the team. Basically, he's probably like another coach at this point. How are the ticket prices for the Real Madrid game? Oh, so I went to the PSG Bayern game, and the tickets weren't so bad. Like, they had tickets as low as like $30 by the time the game, like the day before the game. So yeah, the tickets weren't bad at all. And I took the whole family, so that's 4 tickets right there. Luna gonna play big to show up Mexico. Never knew Mendes at PSG was from Portugal. Yeah, man. So I'm not just win Nations League. All right, the game kick off, people. The game has kicked off. Where's the PSG out of there? Yeah, man. If he win that, he win everything. Him and Vitinha. Because Vitinha they're from Portugal as well. Here's Alvarado down the right. Cuts in on Luna. Change up my camera. This one is headed up in the air. Should be brought down, and that's a foul on Jimenez. A little bit too much force there. Just knocking over Berhalter. Jimenez already wants to know. Yeah, put a little bit extra into that one. I think it looked worse. Yeah, it wasn't so bad. Like, of course, there were still some for 5, 6, 7, 8, thousand for the low place them, but they slashed the upper level prices. And the turnout was good. It was about 67,000. So I think that stadium hold like in the 70s somewhere. So it wasn't a sellout, but it wasn't a dud either. It placed the ram same way. Maybe like 5,000, 6,000 empty seat. Actually scored the most spectacular basket from his 86. He's a legend in my books. Yeah, and probably just never score that many goal, 86 World Cup in Mexico. Man, it have a VHS video about that World Cup there. But it was like really focusing on Maradona and some other teams. But when they talked about Mexico in that thing, they basically were just surrounding it around Hugo Sanchez. Poor from USA. That's good reading of the play from Arsene there. If he doesn't recover, Alvarado is in. That was poor from, I think it was Richards and Freeman had a mix up there. Javier Aguirre, this man coach, about 70 games for Mexico, almost. So the referee does want to speak to Vasquez, who chopped down Agemang there. And it wasn't even Vasquez, it was Alvarez. That was very high on his leg as well. I don't know if the ref spoke to the right person. Yeah, man. A Mexico jersey, this man. Man, them have the Mexico pan all them place. And it have a color, so you know, say some long time jersey this. So Berhalter, actually very good on the set pieces, to be honest. It's a weird angle. That's not a bad ball. Oh, I think that's over the line. Is that over the line? It is. It is over the line. Chris Richards with a header. And I just said, this man has very, very, very good delivery with the set piece. It was a difficult angle to get the ball correct, but boy, that ball was perfect. And Chris Richards, he's proven to be a serious threat on these set pieces. I think that's his second one for the Gold Cup. And that header was pinpoint off the crossbar, down by the goal line. And of course, with the technology on the referee's watch, all he had to do was look down, would have seen that it crossed the line. And that was brilliant from Chris Richards. Couldn't have placed it any better. And Vasquez is 1 inch away from getting a clearing header, on that Richards focuses on the ball and redirects it towards the goal. And that is a brilliant header. Can't go around that, people. That's a brilliant header. I forgot to pull out the USA jersey from now. Yeah, respect float. Classic, man. Rotted goal that Dr. done. Trust me. Chris Richards, I don't know how the man hit that right there. Blows cup is right. How far behind am I? Yeah. No offside, I had one. Nothing. Who is this USMNT versus Mexico live person? Why they keep spamming the chat? So 1-0 to USA, people. It's like a me salt up every side. Put on a Mexico jersey, them and lose. Richards goes long. Agemang does well to win the first ball. Here's Berhalter. Does well to keep it in. In the end, he does foul the player. I think that was Vasquez and him fighting that time. I thought Vasquez fouled him at first. He did well to keep it in on the ground, then lost the ball and committed a foul. So early you see the intention of Gallardo. He's high up that left-hand side, challenging Freeman. And that one's a little bit too far by Vasquez. Usually has good range on his passing. And that wasn't far off, hitting Gallardo in his stride. 1-0 to the US. A US fan loving it. Freeman with the throw. Long down the line. Agemang is very good at doing this. Draws another foul. And then Mexico playing, defending the free kick when it should be given 10 yards. Agemang the strength. He's being held, he's holding. But that's the type of battle that you need from a striker right there. And that's probably why this is his sixth start of the Gold Cup. That ability to break pressure by drawing a foul. This is better from Mexico now. Trying to show that they can possess this football against this USA team that presses the life out of you. Here's Mora. Mora driving forward with it now. He has time and space, looking for a pass. He cuts back inside, just lays it off to Alvarez. Alvarez goes wide. This is Alvarado. Alvarado looking for a pass. He will change the play to Vasquez. Vega keeping his position wide. Now he goes central, leaving the space for Gallardo. And he tries to find him into the space, but Berhalter does well. Cut out by Alvarez. Look at the pace of this game. Agemang, good tackle this time from Montes. Gallardo under pressure has to go back. And he's called for a foul. I think Tillman was trying to press him there, but look at how fast this game is moving, people. My gosh. Yeah, man. Sort out the spammers. There's the next one. Oh, this one too. So how much of them? An error occurred. All right, people. Cool. I don't know where I'm going, but we're back, people. We are back. 1-0 to USA. Brilliant header from Chris Richards. They're showing it again. I believe it was Montes keeping everybody onside. He didn't hold the line quite as long as everyone else. And there was no way for Vasquez to get back. I mean, he's like 1 inch from heading that ball away. But good concentration from Richards. A lot of times, when a player jumps like that in front of you to head it, it can throw off your timing on your header. And that time he was locked in and focused. Vasquez again goes long down the right-hand side. That's cut out well by Arston at left back. Very tall for a, not tall, but, good height on him for a left back. But very, technical, nippy as well. So sometimes the taller left backs aren't quite that way, but he has good speed on him and he's tall for the position. And that's good pressing from USA, just crowding out Jimenez. Berhalter on the ball. Goes to Arston. Back to Ream. Ream will have to doesn't go back. He plays it to Adams. Adams back to Ream. Ream with time. Good ball finding Tillman in the central area. Gets away from Alvarez as well. And just lays it off. Good play from Tillman there. Freeman. Good ball to Adams. Adams opens up his body, lets it run. Freeing up the space for Ream now. USA giving Mexico a taste of their medicine here, but good step up from Montes that time. Played wide, and that's too far for Sanchez, and that goes out for a throw. So Mexico unable to get into any kind of rhythm. USA doing a very good job of crowding out most of what they're doing so far. And they're looking a little bit better in possession so far in this one, but another poor giveaway. This time Vasquez stepping up, he goes forward, looking into the space for Freeman, but he has that covered. Goes back to Freeze. Freeze will clear it. First ball won by Mexico. Then Richards wins that ball. Luna drops it back to Arston. Now he runs into space, collects it. Here's Luna. Luna plays a brilliant pass into the midfield. This is Berhalter now coming forward into Mexico's half. Agemang makes the run, but it's covered well. Here's Tillman on the ball. And that's cut out by Montes. It's going to fall to Luna. And a couple of Mexicans are able to get that one out the box. Here's more on it. Has only Jimenez in front of him, so he drops it back to Sanchez. Sanchez central now to Montes. Montes, here's Ruiz in midfield. Ruiz pushes it forward now to the left hand side. Here's Vasquez. Vasquez back to Ruiz. Here's Mora. Mora can just drop it back to Montes. Montes over to Sanchez. This is a bit better from Mexico though. They need to be able to possess the ball, get their rhythm. Here's Jimenez. He's split out to the right side. He's cutting inside now. Finds Alvarez. Alvarez being pressured. He goes wide now. This is Alvarado. Good ball into space. Here's Mora going into the box with it. Cuts it back, but two USA players only in the way. Richards clears it. And Aguiman wanted a foul. He's told to get up. Another foul wanted by Berhalter. He's told to get up. Mexico will keep possession. Alvarado drops it back to Sanchez. Sanchez over to Montes. Montes has the easy pass with Vasquez, but he breaks the line. This is Mora. Mora into space now. This is Alvarado coming in off the right-hand side. This is what he loves. Outside of the left foot, pass attempted, and it was not good enough. The Trivela pass. And goes straight to freeze. Much better quality in that left foot from Alvarado is capable of. Did not come off for him that time. Jamex JGTV, yeah, but 3-1 RR said, big up. Bless up DJ Gigs, bless up to Conrad as well. What's your thoughts on the Mexico youngster who got the assist in the previous game? Yo, Mora a baller, man. I see Mora play U17 one day. Big star. So composed in the midfield. And he's only 16, and to be honest, he's playing like one of the best midfielders they have at his age. So it's not like him out of place, them or rush it or anything. He got a lot of opportunities for Tijuana last year. Yes, it wasn't the best team, but still, if you're 16 and you're getting chances at your club, yeah, baller, man. And the game don't look bigger than him. You know, the best way to see if a player is out of place, they're going to stand out when they get the ball, because they don't get the ball with enough time to do anything. This kid always seems to have time. So that's just letting me know that this guy is a student of the game as well. Pochettino doing a great job setting out the team to play through the pressure. They can't get close enough to the US team. There's always a spare option or two. De La Torre, good ball back wide to Luna. And he's fouled late. Ruiz, the ref decides to call that one. De La Torre gets the free kick. But yeah, the youngster bad, man. Very good player, Gigs. So you can see Mexico is trying to apply the pressure, but they seem to be a man short at all times. And that's just due to the fact that USA is doing a very good job of spreading the players. Oh, referee. Not sure if he wants to call this one tight or let the play flow. He's called a few like smaller fouls, but then let some bigger collisions go. So I'm not really sure what he's wanting to do or how he wants to set the tone today. Good pressing from USA again, and they're going to win this football. Blue. Yo. Yo, this ref. The man, there were like 3 collisions a while ago, and the man not called nothing. USA ball? Wow. USA play with a heart. Yeah, man, Mexico play with a heart too. Two side them. Right now, USA play with more than heart though. They play with technique too. And tactics too. Because how they're able to play through, brother, you know, see how Mexico trying their best to win the ball from them, high up the pitch. And USA doesn't knock the ball around them. Them not panic. Them a play the pass through the line as well. Them not afraid to play that pass, you know, with pace into even traffic. If them know that if it can get through, them will break a line and beat that first press. But them willing to play the pass then. Now, one difference as I see with USA, they are more willing to fall back into a mid block once them don't win the ball early. I think Mexico has been chasing the game the entire time, which is leaving a bit more space for USA. Here's a chance now for Mexico into the box. Alvarado doesn't shoot or cross that one, just flipped it up in the air. That's poor from the keeper, Freeze. Just giving possession back to Mexico. Here's Gallardo, Mora, always finding space in that midfield, goes through two players, cuts it back wide now to Ruiz. Ruiz into Vega. Vega back to Ruiz, now back to Mora. Now into the space to Vega. Vega on the ball, and it's a good tackle by Freeman. Second ball won by Freeman as well. Here's Tillman. Tillman probably looking for a foul here. Doesn't get one. That's going to go out for a throw to Mexico. And this is not USA fully squad, but the game's still early. Yeah, I mean, look, there are players in this team that I think will be in the A team. Like maybe not starting, but they'll be in the A team. Agemang, I think he'll be in the A team. Might not start, but he'll be in the A team. Tillman, I think, will start in the A team. Adams will start in the A team. Luna, he'll be in the A team. I'm not sure if he will start. He'll be in the A team. Berhalter, I think he's in the A team, but not starting. Arston could potentially start if you want to play Robinson at right back. I don't think Dest is nailed on to start, based on what he's been up to and his injury history and things of that nature. Freeman, he might not make the actual team when everybody's around, but I wouldn't be shocked if he have a bench spot after his performances in the Gold Cup. Richards and Ream potentially is them A-team pairing, to be honest. He loves Ream and Richards is going to start. So I don't know who else would start over those two. So I think this whole B-team stuff for USA is a bit overblown when they go through the team. Matt Turner is supposed to be the A-team keeper. He's there and he's on the bench for this guy. So will this guy be the A-team keeper now? I mean, so that's about 7 players I said would be in the A-team that's starting today. 8. And like 4 of them potentially would actually start. So I don't know, man. I was thinking it's a B plus team anyway. And they have had weaker Gold Cup teams than this. In fact, Haji Wright got injured in the first game. That's why he's not there anymore. Add him to this team, then damn. That's the kind of talent we should be trying to compete with. But Jamaica doesn't have any players that at his level to me. Nah, I don't think so either. Not that young, for sure. Right now, this team patch a bill a solid 60. Yeah, man. Up Chris Smith. Wagwan, brother. Well, there, I know. Taking some ball game. USA a lead 1-0. Whipped in from Mexico. They have been scoring set pieces. Mora tries a shot from distance. Wasn't really on, but blocked out for a throw. People, remember, please do smash the like button. About 30 of you in the building. Let's shoot for the 50 likes from early people. See how the place are running. Sure people are forward and bless up the stream, like up the stream. No, everybody not gonna stick around, but you don't know. We do appreciate anybody will click on the video just to see what go on and see so they are all the vibes and watch some ball. But Mexico trying to establish themselves in this game. Still, I don't think I've found their exact way they want to go at this USA team just yet. Still kind of working it out. But they are starting to get more spaces opening up. I think the one thing they haven't been able to do is really finding the spaces in the final third to exploit. In the midfield area, Mora finding some good positions. Alvarez, Ruiz getting on the ball. But I think that next connection to the attackers isn't quite there yet. Not seeing enough from Vega and Alvarado yet. Need to get them more involved. And Jimenez being pretty quiet too. Yeah, man. Mexico conceded a wicked piece of header from a set piece. Crystal Palace own Chris Richards from the old coach son. Berhalter put in a wicked ball. Good pressing from Berhalter. He's gonna get this down the flank. Whipped in on the ground. That was not a bad ball, but Ageman couldn't get to that one. Here's Gallardo. Plays it short. Here's Vasquez on the ball. And Mexico are forced to go long again. Good flick on from Jimenez in the air. And that's a poor pass from Vega. Just lofts it in the air. Can't do that against USA. Someone is going to get to that ball. Mora does well to take that out of the air off his chest. He finds Sanchez. Sanchez is tugged over by Luna. It's going to be a free kick taken quickly, I think. Unless he was just passing it to him to spot it. No, they took it quickly. Here's Mora to Alvarado. Alvarado being pressed. He just drops it back to Sanchez. Sanchez to Alvarez. Alvarez. It's Alvarado now. Here's Ruiz. Ruiz goes wide now to Vasquez. Vasquez looking to break the line. Can't. He goes back to Ruiz. Now to Vega. To Jimenez. Good 1-2 on top of the box. Here's Gallardo. Good closing down from Freeman. Couldn't get his cut back into the box. But it is a good move from Mexico. First time you saw the rhythm and interchange on top of the box there. As I said, Vega can pop up anywhere. He was central. Played a 1-2 with Jimenez. Then through the space to Gallardo. Gallardo is closed down. It's going to be a corner. Mexico has been scoring goals from set pieces. I think Montes has 3 goals. Alvarez has 2 goals. All from set piece. So let's see what they can do here. They go short. Mora with a shot. Ooh. And that's the first shot on target for Mexico in the game. And it's from the 16-year-old. Freeze had that one covered. And here's Freeze under pressure. Does well. Just plays it wide. I think Mexico knows that Freeze made a mistake in this tournament. You could see Jimenez's intent as soon as the ball was headed back his way. And that's poor from Sanchez. It's going to be kept in from a corner by Sanchez, luckily. But a throw in deep in their own half. Actually, a throw in the attacking third for the USA. And Freeze down to his left. Would have seen it a little bit late through all the bodies. So if he could have gotten that towards the corner, maybe that could have done something. Cloudy, yeah. I'm trying to figure out if that's cloudy or that's just like smoke and stuff. I don't know. Because I think NRG, if I'm not mistaken, is a dome. So maybe they had some like pyrotechnic stuff happening and just kind of leave this like smoky looking thing going on. And Mexico now with a little bit of space. USA have players back though. Here's Gallardo. He goes back inside to Alvarez. Alvarez on the ball, thinking about it from distance, but he just plays it wide now to Alvarado. Overlap from Sanchez. Here's Mora looking for a pass. He plays it central to Ruiz. Ruiz finds Jimenez. Layoff wasn't good enough, but it will come out all the way to Montes. Back in possession, Mexico. Here is Vasquez now as a player wide. Doesn't use him. Good pass into Vega. Vega on his left foot whips into the box. Good clearing header from Arfsten there. Talked about his height. For left back, he's not that short. Good header. Was being challenged by Alvarado there. Here is Alvarado. Alvarez. Over to Alvarado. Alvarado plays it back to Sanchez. Sanchez back to Montes. Montes to Vasquez. Vasquez wide. Gallardo. Good ball into the space. Here's Ruiz. That's a brilliant pass. Oh my word. Yo, me tell you, say that man Raul Jimenez is a gunman, man. The man have about 1 inch to score that goal, and the man just wrap him left foot round it. Blood fire. Yo, that's a big goal, people. Every pass precise a while ago. And that's 1-1, Mexico, USA. It doesn't normally disappoint people, and today it don't look like it's going to disappoint at all. And of course, his former teammate, Diogo Jota, The man them make a Mexico jersey with him name, and the man sit down and play the video game, the Jota celebration. That's big. He's onside as well. Tim Ream keeping him on, and I'm not sure why Ream, he didn't really put his foot to block the ball. He just kind of, he was there. He just didn't put his foot. Yo, Ream is a madman. I just passed Mexico down the road. They're asking if I'm coming over to watch the game. It's a Mexican restaurant. I have a sport bar. They have about 7 TV. Well, right now the place glad because that was a rocket goal. What a goal, man. You sounding pro Mexico as an American. Yeah, Mexico may I bring today. Do you think this USA keeper played him way in the first team? Look, to me, both of them have the same problem. Neither one of them good with them feet. But I want to say that this guy Freeze might be better than Turner with his feet. Because Turner, to me, yes, he's a great shot stopper. You can't go around that. That's why I have a contract in Europe, for the last couple of years and everything. But he's horrible with his feet, big man. Terrible. Smoke. Yeah, man, I feel like a pyrotechnics and everything. The Mexico score back because if USA go defend all game, I'm sorry for them. Yeah, I mentioned that when they took the 1-0 lead, I think they got too comfortable just getting into a block when Mexico start build. I could see early in the game when they were, applying more pressure, Mexico couldn't get in the rhythm. I think them backing off, let Mexico find the rhythm. And that's what really messed them up. Here's Alvarez. Good ball to Jimenez. No, he went down too easily. That's a good tackle. And that's a one. Oh, wow. This ref is letting them play. At least I'll say that. You can't change now, ref. Here's Mora. Wow, beats everybody with the turn. Now lays it off for Alvarado. Alvarado on the ball. And he's forced backwards. Here's Vasquez now. Vasquez on his left foot. He goes wide to Gallardo. Vega comes short for it, but just as a decoy, just to open up space. But Mexico is starting to find a rhythm and a confidence now. And all of a sudden, USA can't get as tight to them as they were in the beginning. So confidence is a hell of a thing. Now all the players directing traffic, seems like they've kind of figured out now what the USA is trying to do. Patch will have to counter because I think they have figured out that if they can just wait them out a little bit, then they drop back, get into a shape, and then they try to pick apart that shape. And this is much better from Mexico here. They've just shifted a couple of the pressure players out of the way, and now they can go forward, and they have space. Here is Alvarado, close down. Alvarado on the ball. Good find for Mora. Mora drops it back to Sanchez. Sanchez on his left foot whips it in. Flicked down by Jimenez, but there was no runner taking a gamble. And Berhalter lets that one go for a goal kick. But much better from Mexico here the last 10 minutes or so. I think the first 20 belong to USA for the most part. But Mexico has turned it around, and that is a superb strike on his weaker foot. Told he was 9 away from Chicharito. Now make that 8 away. That's his 43rd goal for Mexico. I think his 4th of the Gold Cup. What's a tournament final? You should have said, hey, yeah, man, that was a rotted goal. And big respect to Raul as well. He played some seasons at Wolves with Diogo. Big friend of his. Cool from the Federation of Mexico as well to create a number 20 Jota jersey. And of course, it was a prop for his celebration. So that's big. Love that. We love that. Yeah, man. I'm going to score back, man. A 2-1 Mexico made it say still. Just go win, please, and thank you. Yeah, man. The PlayStation, Feed thing. That was a rotted goal, man. JA team should watch Mexico and learn. I agree. Not even a pigeon can save that. Brother, The man that for it to be such like a snapshot, the man, they get a whole heap of power upon that, brother. In my Drake voice. Fire upon USA, says Steve Light. But we can agree upon that, Steve. I'm actually born here. I'm still say fire upon it more well. Definitely in a football. But I have nothing against it in terms of like I live here and thing and yeah, you know. It have its ways when I rate, but there's a lot about it I rate as well. But in terms of sports, when I remember one USA team I'm cheer for. I kind of cheer for the basketball player then because, you know, well, now we can stop do that because Jamaica Bill aside now. Good ball. Here's Jimenez in the box. Back to Vega. Vega to the far post. Reem heads that one out. It's going to be coming right back though. Here's Edson Alvarez on the ball. He just dropped it back to Montez. Montez over to Vasquez. Vasquez can advance. He just plays it wide to Gallardo. Gallardo. Good ball to Ruiz. Ruiz. He'll just go back wide to Gallardo. Gallardo cuts inside, beats one. Good tackle from Berhalter. Comes back to Ruiz. Here's Vega. And the field is literally tilted towards USA goal. All of a sudden, here is Alvarado. 1v1 with Arston. Not bad defending, but he still got a crossing. And it's eventually cleared by Berhalter. But this will still stay in Mexico possession. And this is wave after wave now. Here's Montez. Vasquez. Maga, Mexican not going anywhere. Yeah, brave tackling. Steve McLaren and the team should be in the room watching this game together. That would be good. Turner is Blake if he went to Europe. Good shot stopper, questionable feet. Yeah, I'm not mad at that assessment. I think Blake is equally bad with his feet. I think sometimes our defenders make decisions that aren't the right one because Blake keeps. Because the easiest thing would just pass the ball to the keeper. But they're just like, you know what? I'm not doing that. Under pressure, he actually represented him to me. I'm not sure what this comment referring to, Geeks. Yeah, Ramses, they said the same thing for real. Pressure, pressure. Big up every time. Yes, Eros in the building. One Rouse. These guys will run all games. I play with them in the adult league here. They run all game. Yeah, man. That goal was for Jata, exactly. Yeah, man, make them know for subscribe and smash up the likes, man. Hold on, what is going on the screen? Who that brother? What Mexico fitness regime is? They've gone up 2 notches re speed. Yeah, man. Mexico is a fast-paced team, always working non-stop. If you can't match them pace, you can't beat them that easy. Only Honduras and maybe El Salvador kind of play like them, who can match them in that aspect. Lee Young, yes, I have. In my life on earth, I have done. I have, yes. I have been discriminated against. Am I the only one that thinks that Mexico got the better team in this game? No. I don't think you'd be the only one to think that. I just feel like the big difference in this team is like I don't think Ageman can even do anything close to what Jimenez just did. Like he just doesn't have the ability to do it. But I feel like they don't have Mexico don't have one player like Tillman on the field either. So I think they both Tillman trying to do it himself. and move him team up the pitch now. So USA in Mexico's half for the first time in a while. And they're trying to keep possession. Richards over to Ream. Ream has a lot of space in front of him, but decides to just play it back to Richards. He doesn't want to be the one advancing. That's probably by design. That's what I mean about football intelligence. Now, Ream could have run into that space with the ball, you know. But him already, I think about the negatives to that. If me run going to that space, you know, and somebody nick it off of my foot or something, I can't run back and chase nobody. So the man just give Richards back the ball and say, if you want to go into the space, you go on. Me, I gotta stay right there so some can keep the game in front of me. It's almost like Mexico was baiting him into going forward with the ball. Like they want him to come forward with the ball. And he just wouldn't take the bait. But I think this is good from USA. Yes, they haven't threatened, they haven't taken a shot, they haven't done anything towards their goal. But they needed to for a spell to just keep the ball. Just let Mexico chase them around a little bit. Berhalter is pissed that Agimeng never give him no movement a while ago. Luna been quiet in this game so far. It's a good ball from Tillman. Berhalter over the top. That's cut out by Montes, and it's going to be a throw to the US. But you see Pochettino clapping them, and I agree with that clap. They needed that little spell right there. Don't know how long USA can keep the shape because they might defend non-stop, and once you start to do, you got tired easily. Well, Basco, that's why I'm say I'm just say the last minute or 2 minutes. This then need a spell like this just for know them can have the ball and keep it. Yes, you're right. It was getting too much. It was getting too much. Oh, freeze. Yeah, man, under pressure and freeze for true. I really thought, man. Mexico always have the same team, no matter what competition, it's the same players. Ooh! Mora on his left foot, people. That's not his strong foot. Yo, that brother is full of belief in himself, man. That's his weaker foot. Look at this strike. Freeze wanted to just catch that, then realize how hard it was coming. Man, just push it. Corner to Mexico, do a poll. Who thinks Steve Maka watch this game? That's a good poll question for real, though. I would think the people are gonna like the video. So yeah, let's see. Is Steve McLaren watching this game? That's a good idea. Yeah, but just drop a poll, people. Is Steve McLaren watching this game? Yes or no? Until Mexico put one more in the net, all opposition in the game is still even. That is true. I was referring to the USA keeper. Yeah, man. I figured it out now. Jamaica got to develop this coaching clinic and develop a system. These Mexicans can play with their eyes closed. They always know where each other is going to play. Facts. I've been watching Mexico all my life since I watching football. And not much has changed in how they play. Now, a brother that was watching Mexico in the 80s, 90s will tell you them brother are not good, none at all compared to them man there. But one thing we can tell is them always have a distinct style. I think if anything over the years they've become a more direct team than they were before. Maybe that's the influence of more players getting exported now. I don't know, but they do have a way of being a bit more direct than what I remember. Agiman is a poor man Bosa, who is a poor man's Kyle Larin. I think Agiman hold the ball up better though than Bosa. That's why it's good to give younger players a chance because they're always hungry to prove themselves. What a strike by Jimenez there, man. Jeez. Mac now watch nothing. Man having black tea and biscuit. Well, Mac probably in bed. Cause 1 o'clock in the morning now. 2 o'clock almost basically. So Mexico finally played their phenom 16-year-old all of Concacaf side and said great. So nobody think he's watching the game. Steve having beans and toast. Only thing USA have over Mexico is set piece to score ahead of cause them height. Yes, Mora is 16, brother. 16. Mexico is killing them. Yeah, man, it's been at first USA looked like them was just going to stifle them pressure wise. But once Mexico find them ready, man, actually it might have been a bad thing that USA scored because I think their whole posture and pressure is like they were like, all right, we have something to defend now, you know? And that's the mentality that's hard to get out of. Poor from Freeman there. And no foul from behind. Ruiz wanted one, but he doesn't get it into the space to Agemang. And that's a good first touch by Agemang. Yeah, man, he knows how to shield that football. Why is Gallardo talking to him? That's a yellow card for sure. Steve McLaren sleeping. He's old. Yo, big up to RR. I think it was RR that said I should ask this question. That's a hilarious one. Yeah, big up. Is McLaren watching the game right now? Three more likes to the 50 people. Three more likes to the 50. Smash the like button. About 40 of you guys in the building. Must can get a next 25 as well, man. So 50. And to get that, boost up the likes total to 75. By the time the stream done, we should have 100 likes, you know? It's not difficult, people. And you don't know you can support the channel as well. You can find the join button located in the description. Follow the instructions there. $1.99 a month to be a member. Another way you can support the channel. Also, of course, you can drop your comments in the form of a super chat, super sticker. It's another way you can support as well, people. But the best way, the most important is to hit that like button. Berhalter could not repeat the perfect pass on the set piece. We're into stoppage time in the first half now. This one's over the top. That's not a bad looking ball. And he gets to it. Ooh, Freeman got to that ball first. And that's a poor clearance from Montez. Still not cleared. Good ball to Agemang into the box. Poor first touch. Here's Freeman. Freeman getting crowded out. He's brought down. No call. Berhalter into the box. Ooh, this is madness. Agemang. Oh, Luna poor. Luna poor. Better finish needed by Luna, but that was poor from Malagan as well. The ball over the top. I thought it was too hard, but you have to remember on these surfaces, the ball doesn't really skip. It's kind of more spongy, so it just bounces in place. So that ball kind of checked up. Freeman got his head to it, and Malagan didn't know much about it at all. Hits him in the face and ricochets away from the goal. Lucky for him. So, yo, that was a mad sequence there. Mad sequence. Luna kick it away. Because in Mexican karate. Yeah, that was a mad play. I don't know. That was a comedy of errors. Speed say football gone modern, but choose Steve Mac. Did you do Spanish in high school? Yeah, I did. I did Spanish in high school. I even did Spanish for 2 years in college too. But then I did stop after that. You reach like Spanish 300 something or two something. And then stop. Luna coming off at 60. Yeah, this is the most ineffective I've seen him. That's the first time he took the ball in the box today. That last play. So that's halftime, people. That is halftime. Good game of football so far. Drop a lines. No, sir. I know for now is arbitro profe. Obviously comentariamos, me llamo Jason. Um, um, I said, where are you from? Donde, no, not donde eres. I'm a Spanish listener. I can listen to fluent Spanish and hear what they must say. But if you want me to talk back to them, nah. Yeah, man, alone ref me know for cussing in Spanish. Because when I used to play, before we moved to Columbus, I used to play ball. Every league I'm playing are some Hispanic league. Because to me, the best ball game. Like better than like just like a pickup league with some American and thing. So maybe play for a Peruvian side when I time them, maybe play with some Mexican when I time them. Yeah. Up, full. I listen to Sports Max interview. Plan B and C is who? Brother, it sound like Plan B and C is speed and speed. In my plan A, in my plan B, and plan C and plan D. But the man said the plan is to win. Every plan is to win. He never really say what the plans were. He just say every plan is to win and make it, you know. Vamos amigos. Oh, that was the book. Yeah, man, make them know. About 40 of you in the building. Like up the video. Yeah, man. That I learn about, man. Prof. Profe. Man, them love course ref, you know, man. That's when I learn how to dive and hold my face. Like somebody shoot me, you know. To win what the game or a contract. To win what the game or a contract. Oh, the plan. Not sure. You go school in the 90s. Why at them time I saw the book name, Famous Amigos saw the book name in the 2000s. Yeah, man. Them time them learn how to dive, man. Me learn how to make ref think you're dead, you know? Trust me. Yo, you see all them league there, you know, brother. Don't be down to a side, you know, with all 5 minute leave, you know. I can't no more football I play, you know. I be a foolishness. You don't even bother pressure nobody. Cause them time me I play strike and you know when you chase a ball and the man I go clear it, the man they not even a worry about clearing the ball. Them just want to see you run towards them. And as you reach right near them just shield the ball and just drop down. Sometimes you not even reach them yet, them drop down. But them through them ref they not good, them just foul. Trust me, man, that's the worst thing, man. You can't Just make sure you score with like 20-minute leave for equalize because anyhow, them man they lead one like all by one with 10 minutes, 5 minutes. No more football and I play for the rest of the game. Basically said Steve, your days are numbered. But I mean I know, because him also concede that him don't the coach them don't reach where him want them reach yet. So I don't think him gonna change nothing about the coach, like the head coach. Maybe him move around some pieces in the assistant area and the backroom area, but I think the coach are gonna wear hired one, to be honest. I won't tell you I'm older than that. Yeah, man, Ramses. They are great actors, man. The best. Diego Luna will no matter which team loses. Where say Eric team can't lose. Well, the man said him family there in the crowd today. And the whole of them are wear some Luna jersey, I would think. Maybe the grandparents is like, yo, when I care if you have a grandson, nah, wear USA jersey. But I don't know still. Maybe hopefully him score a goal so I can see him family. Because he say only for him family over there. So I wonder if the whole of them are wear the 10 Luna, or some of them are wear some Jimenez jersey. What a strike, man. I still don't understand why Reem never try block the shot though. Like why him just go jump and stand, point him toe to the ground, like he make him foot smaller. Like I don't understand what he was doing. Look like he must sell it. Lalas Amaga. Based on how him go on, I think so. But I don't know. So what make you say him a Maga? Him just say something about Maga or kind of on the cowboy hat? I remember them there at Texas, so him just a weird that for the environment, I think he's a California dude. Jason, I'm out. I'm out. My money and Curacao to top the group. John or Richard. Well, I can't say that you would be crazy to have that thought. Curacao look like a decent outfit, a good team structure. Much clearer idea of how they want to play. They are proud people too. Yeah, man, for sure. For sure. So the cowboy hat there say, Jano, what a thing, man. The Trump thief, the whole of cowboy hats now. So if you like cowboy hats, you have to worry about people think you're a MAGA. Cause the other day, my daughter say it unfair. I'm gonna say what? She said it's unfair that um the gay community and the letter community, they took the rainbow. Like now the rainbow is just theirs, I'm saying, oh yeah, real talk. Like why when I was growing up, I watch Reading Rainbow. Nobody can't tell me say me I watch that because me support whatever. Me just watch the show because I want to learn how to read. So I'm gonna take the rainbow from me now. After me grow up, I read with the rainbow in the show. That's all right. Reem gave him that. Yeah, of course. I would love to ask Reem, like, why did he approach the ball like that? Why him never like try block the man shot? Like, I don't know. I think Reem got in the position late. No, but the thing is, Giggs, him get there when the man is swinging foot, and him foot is there, but him never like, like normally a block a shot, Giggs, like your foot with a point straight. So the man upon him toe point and make him foot smaller. Like, me, I don't know, brother. It look awkward to me. All these years, I never see he put on a cowboy hat. Yeah, I've never seen him do that either. Yeah, madness. Or is he cheering for Mexico undercover with the hat? For real, because to me, that's more of a Mexican outfit than anything. I don't think I'm MAGA when I see that personally. But that's a Mexican with that thing about with the cowboy boot. Yeah, he didn't even put a foot. That me I said. His foot was just like there, but he never push it. Don't it are Steve McLaren and Gordon better Watch how they treat the overseas players after this World Cup. It's like mission impossible. All right, so how the stats go for the game? Mexico should be dominating. All right, so we have 64-36 in favor of Mexico. One big chance to the US, none to Mexico in the first half. 7 shots to 3 for Mexico. 4 saves for Freeze. 1 save for Malagon. 5 corners to Mexico, none to the US. They tried 130, had more passes. They have one more tackle, does Mexico. 1 yellow card to Mexico, that was to Montez on the counter. Aguiman, I think he drew about 3 fouls in that first half. These are the 3 shots for the US. Richards with the header. The next shot did not come until the 45+1 when Freeman got in with a header. Didn't know much about it, did the goalkeeper, and then Luna put one over the top. Really should have hit the target from there. They say he's trying to sell the game. Mexico, these were the Mexican shots in the first half. Alvarado right at the keeper. Then Mora had one blocked. Then he hit one to the keeper as well, which was saved for a corner. No, he saved it. He saved it. That was from a short corner. Then this was the goal from Jimenez. Brilliant pass from Ruiz. Good build up from Mexico. Jimenez blasting it with his left foot. Then Alvarado had one saved. Didn't have enough power on that one. Then Mora took a left foot shot this time, and this was parried over for a corner. Ruiz put one wide, and those were the shots for Mexico in the first half. 5 on target to 2, so more accurate on the shots, Mexico, and 4 more shots total. Neither team hit the bar or the post in the first half. The attack for the USA, more down the right hand side. We've seen Berhalter in space in this area, getting the ball a lot. One thing of note in this first half, really nothing going forward from Arfsten on that left hand side, who has been a threat all tournament. USA just has not been able to get enough of an advantage in the game to push either of their fullbacks forward. We did see Freeman get into the box late in the second half, but that was really after a set piece situation. He was up the field. Mexico, they're doing a good job of balancing the play. I think the right hand side is getting a little bit more joy though. The likes of Alvarado, Sanchez, Mora going into that channel, even Jimenez going into that channel. They seem to be favoring attacking down that side in the first half. But they have gotten some joy down the left as well. Vega, Gallardo doing well to leave space for one or the other. So yeah, good balance. I think a little bit more down the right, but I wouldn't say it's too much down that side compared to the other. So good balance in the build-up phase for Mexico, not favoring one wing or the other. USA did miss that one big chance that fell to them. I'm going to be curious in the stats to see if they think Luna's was a big chance or they think that Freeman's header was a big chance. That's going to be interesting to see. 15 touches in the area for Mexico, 7 to the US. This is the balance of play, mostly in the middle third, but Mexico's attacking third, US's defensive third, 34%, only 14% in the other side of the field. Final third entries, Mexico with 35 to USA's 22. Passing final third, USA gonna need to clean that up a bit. Definitely, mainly happening because when they counter, they don't have as much numbers to, build the ball up in the final third. Whereas Mexico territorially have the advantage. Typically, they're just moving the ball methodically up the pitch. USA getting up with a long direct pass, much harder to play passes when there's no one to pass to in the final third with you, right? Long passes in the first half. Mexico going long 4 more times. And 3 more accurate passes as well. USA only 19 long passes on the first half. Based on the possession, when you factor in how much more Mexico has the ball, really and truly, USA going longer more. I know 23-19, that don't make sense, but they haven't had the ball as many times. So, them having 19-23, that's a big, to me, that's showing that USA is going long more. Crosses, neither team super accurate, but 8 more attempted crosses than the US for Mexico. Duels, they're split even on duels right now, 50% apiece. And then defending, you see the recoveries, Mexico with a few more, USA with 20 more clearances because they are doing a hell of a lot more defending. So that is the stats for the first half, people. A couple of the players that we thought USA would need to step up to have a chance, really having slow games today. Luna, can't remember him being much of an effect until that chance fell to him in the first half stoppage time. I don't think they're quoting him with that big chance missed. I think it probably fell to Freeman enough with the header. Yeah, so they did count the big chance for Freeman, but not for Luna. So it looks like the players will be heading back out to the pitch as we speak. Goals from the two of the players representing these countries in the EPL. Crystal Palace's Chris Richards getting the scoring started, and then Raul Jimenez of Wolves. No, he doesn't play for Wolves. Of Fulham, sorry. Raul Jimenez of Fulham getting the equalizer. So let's see what the people them I say. I got what you're saying, but to me it seems like he was just trying to just block the channel, but Mexico got different ideas. He in Texas is their style. Watch the style and how them style we. Interesting how Mr. spoke about improving and diversifying coaching complement and quality across the island. But there is zero info about where to seek out the training. It frames members club. How the poll? I'm see how the poll. So one of my brethren them from America just text me and say, you have to win this game if you're USA. Don't lose to Mexico, please. Any other man know I was live right now with a Mexico jersey and probably burned me out. All right, so is Steve McLaren watching the game? So 42% of the people think he's watching it and 58% saying no. There have been 24 votes. So people keep on voting on the poll in the chat. USA will win 2-1, says Romain Johnson. All right, Romain, make sure you're here at the end of the game to see if you're right, Romain. 2-1, you say. I said 2-1 Mexico before the game, so we'll see. Seems to me like you got the same training like politicians. They know what the problems are, but seems to can't fix them. A lot of ladies this side of the world like that style, NYC Timberlands, my thing there. Don't you think we should shut out the support for our football to send a message? No supporters in the stadium and no support for the sponsors. Well, first responder, that's one route to take. But the thing with that, I don't know, man, because the players still deserve fans, So I don't know if that's I don't know. Geek's a good idea, but I don't know. But they claim they have workshops, courses, exams, etc. But where, how, etc. Or maybe it's a smoke screen. Watching it on replay in the morning. For real, the man need to get his rest. Well, when it comes to JFF, it's not impossible. Bless up swamptivity. Oh, go on. You fall out of a swamp with a AK. Chano. Steve, a senior citizen, Bless up, Chili. What go on, bro? There, I know. Look like Arsenal finally take out them checkbook star. That was poor from Jimenez that time, but poor from the US equally. Gallardo, veteran, Ruiz, good ball into the space. Couldn't get it past Richards though. Into the box comes Vega, good cut back. Oh, Reem with a timely header. I think Jimenez would have hit that in the goal. Here's Jorge Sanchez, goes to Alvarado. Alvarado does well to beat Luna easily inside. Flips it over to the far side. Left for Gallardo. Gallardo on the ball. He drops it back to Vega. Mexico really in their passing rhythm now. Not rushing anything. Not forcing crosses. Just making sure they wait till the right opportunity USA this time forced them back, but they're okay with that as long as they can keep this football moving. Here's Sanchez. Well played. This is Mora now. Just has an idea of how to just get out of space. Good ball into the channel to Jimenez. Jimenez. Good flick to the back stick. And that was enough defensively by Freeman. Got his head to it before Vega did. But that was a brilliant cross from Jimenez. I mean, his body was like facing almost the entire other way. He was able to wrap his foot around that and flip it nicely to the back post. It was good defending from Freeman in the end. McLaren not watching nothing. Is their academy in Mexico or the street and freelance development? No, man. Them club have them academies, brother. All the professional club, them Cruz Azul, Club America, the whole of them. The whole of them have them academies same way. I'm sure them have like academies just in the little community them as well. So I don't think like all the, if you don't get picked up by a big club academy, I'm sure there's still youth level football playing in the smaller communities and different provinces and them thing, So yo, I don't know how Gallardo do that a while ago, but boy, where's the Arsenal broken the links to players curse this window? For real. Arsenal makes a signing and it's not a left back or right back. Yo, amazing, Chile. Amazing. Sign a CDM and a keeper. And but you see, if you notice, Chile, the main position them we need, wing and striker. Now we can't sign them player, we're linked to another defender, Mosquera, who is a centre back, right? And I kind of agree with that. I do think we need a centre back on the books. Another one. Good turn, Tillman, but a poor second touch after that. And it's given away. And now Mexico can counter. It's still 1-1, people, so it's anybody's game. Here is Alvarado! Ooh. And Matt Freeze was beating all ends up there. If that's on target, it is 2-1 Mexico. My gosh. I did mention that him and Vega can score from outside the box. That one was rocketed to the far post. Just started it too far wide at that post, but Freeze was frozen. He could not get to that far side, and it was almost a deadly giveaway there. And Pochettino, when Tillman lost that ball, he could see he was worried about that counter attack, and it almost was a goal for Mexico. Here is Adams just wanting to turn into space that wasn't there, and it's given away again by the US. That's what I'm sure, looking back at this game, the manager will be looking at some of these giveaways. And Mexico winning all the loose balls now. Here is Mora, good ball wide. This is Gallardo keeping the width on that left side. That's poor from him though. Freeman did well to just put his body in between the player and the ball. And Berhalter clears this one up the line. Vasquez will win the first ball and the second ball now collected by Alvarez. He plays it to Sanchez. Here's Alvarado. Back to Sanchez. Luna is trying to close down these players. Tillman loses his footing. Here's Alvarado. Mexico patient on the ball. It's making the US attackers chase. And now looks like USA has fallen back into that 2 banks of 4 setup. And Adams does well pushing up on Vega, but Vega turns out of pressure. Gallardo, and that's wide. And that's actually Vasquez with the poor pass. It's going to be a throw into USA. Javier Aguirre looks calm. That was a brilliant turn by Tillman. Unlucky for him, His next 2 touches were not the best. Showed too much of the ball to Mexico, and they ended that sequence with a shot that beat Freeze but also beat the far post. That's good footwork by Tillman again, playing out of pressure. Good play from Freeman. Here's Adams. Goes wide now to Berhalter. Berhalter, too often when he's gotten the ball in this area, just turns his back and gets closed down. Needs to be more proactive in his possession. Here's Luna. Here is Tillman. This is De La Torre. Good left foot on him, but he plays it wide to Armstead. First time I can remember this whole game. And that's a brilliant strike from Armstead with his weaker right foot. Just over the bar. Good try. But they need to get him involved in the attack. You see, he has defended well so far, Armstead. He's at the Columbus Crew still. I said earlier that he's playing in Europe. I don't know why I said that. He is still with the Columbus Crew. I thought he had gotten a move, but none has happened as yet. But yeah, he is definitely playing in the MLS still. One of the best left backs in the league currently. Tolkien is the one who has left New York Red Bulls and gone overseas, but Armstead is the one getting the game time. So 2 players from the Columbus Crew in the back line, Freeze the goalkeeper and the left back Armstead. Richards. Here's Freeman. Freeman over the top, looking for Berhalter. That's not the best clearance from Gallardo. It's going to put Mexico under some more pressure. And well played by Alvarado there out of the pressure. And that's flicked into space. This is Raul Jimenez. He'll get there first. Going to take on Chris Richards. He is, but he's unsuccessful. And now this is rolled back to Freeze. Has plenty of time. Now he goes long. Vasquez clears that well. Headed down to Gallardo with time. He plays it wide to Vega. Vega going to take on Freeman. Now he cuts it back inside. This is more back to Vega. Vega now infield to Alvarez. Alvarez spreads it wide to the right side. This is Alvarado. It must be said as well, the starting position of Alvarado and Vega has been a lot wider tonight. And I think that's been working because now Vega interchanges. Luna tries to slide tackle Vega, can't get to it. This is flipped in. Ooh, and a deflection looked like it was going behind for a corner, but it stayed in and Freeze had to react to punch at his near post for a corner. I don't know how Alexis Vega can run with those knees. I don't know how him don't start a fire. Alvarado, top of the box to Mora. This looks like the play on these corner kicks. Now Sanchez over to Vasquez. Vasquez, that cross is blocked. He'll have to play it back to Sanchez now. Sanchez on the ball. He switches the play over to Ruiz. Ruiz in acres of space. He drives forward into the space. Good run by Vega over the top now. Clipped over. This will stay in. Vega ricochets off Freeze, then Richards, then Freeze. And collected by Freeze in the end. He rolls it out to De La Torre. Really no numbers in this counter, so De La Torre will just turn it back. And they reset into midfield. Here's Adams. Adams fakes the pass, changes the field now to Ream. Ream has Armstead on the line, free as a bird. Why don't you just play the ball to him? I don't know. So a little different wrinkle now. Looks like Adams has dropped back into that right center back area just to give that extra option. And Richards tries to drive it forward, poor. And that's cut out again, but it's going to fall back to Mexico. Alvarez on the ball. Switches the play now to Sanchez. Sanchez to the feet of Alvarado. Alvarado. Good 1-2 with Sanchez. Good tracking back from Luna though, and he gets possession. And Luna does well to evade Sanchez chasing him. And that's going to be a throw-in to the US. I think Tillman wanted a foul from Alvarez, but none coming there. So the game is still in the balance. They say, we're none. You know, if it's the JFF, if we don't stand up. No, the JFF can only be fixed if they change the constitution, brother. So us standing up can't change shit. I mean, sad to say. Sad to say, first responder. I mean, it sounds good. We need to stand up and make a change, but the change is made through the legislature of the actual federation. So if the process don't involve amendments to the constitution of the JFF, then it's not really much we can do. I mean, we can only highlight things which, hopefully, if the voices get louder and highlighting, then we can do something. But yeah, that's actual change there. This madness with JFF been going on way too long now. Too much talking about action for me, not trying to sell a youth action. I'm referring to. No clubs in MLS want our players. Good try. Yeah, man. If that was the left back shooting with his right foot, that was a damn good try. When he said team chemistry is overrated, my first thought was, so we just throw everything in the blend and hope for the best. Yeah, some of the answers that he gave was like they were good for that particular question, but then when they factor in some of the other answers you had, they don't really match. So it was easy to coach, and then he was saying how difficult it is. It's like, well, which one is it? Yeah, man. Mexican man, them go rough up the game, and then the minute you try to return the roughness, them going to act like you just kill them. If our footballers had reasonable level IQ, we could possibly circumvent chemistry somewhat. But little to no IQ and little to no chemistry sounds wild. Yeah. Those leagues, I guess, have standard. Yeah, for sure. These men run hard. Jamaica team walk. Well, our tactically and everything, yeah, we're behind the 8 ball, but you're right. Just the one thing that we should, we can control, which is like how much effort we put in. There's a poor back pass. Ooh. This field is very spongy, so the ball not going to reach. No. Tillman foul. They run with the Mexican them. From my lens, the president presents like a figurehead, no matter who is installed, to be the same. MLS uses to pick at least 3 Jamaicans throughout the college system, and Peter Lee is the last player to be drafted. I mean, you think that have anything to do with it up and running? The last one was Peter Lee. I don't know. I hope not. I hope it wasn't Peter Lee why them stopped doing it. I don't think that's what it is though. I think that's yeah man, strong. I think they have started to use up their international slots more in South America and then place. So yeah. Disagree. I notice that most of the people that will come in comment section, they only like winning, and the right changes will bring the winning side of the football to me. Boy, I mean, this Ruiz, I say he's just a worker. But the one thing don't forget about Mexican players, the whole of them can pass. Even if he is a worker type player. Guys, him slip the ball through to Jimenez and him passing today being excellent. See him clip some ball over to Gallardo and clip one over to Sanchez or Vega while I go up on the run. What do you think? Still haven't seen Luna enough in the game yet, and Tillman just can't get involved enough. I think Pat's gonna have to make some subs. 62 minutes. I think he thinks this is his best 11. But oh my gosh! Yo, Tyler Adams. You can't be upset with that yellow, Tyler. That was so late. Not a red, but I mean that's late. Man, I tell the whole bench to shut the F up. Yeah, man, the level increased, brother, from one time. Alexi Lalas in the stands and doing the game. So she'll look on the big screen when the camera show her. Big up Pristine. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Luna gave his best game the other day. They say now our next one in him. This is gonna be a corner to Mexico. And I'm holding them flag for him head. So Montez, Alvarez, they'll be the main targets for this one again. Typically, they start their runs very close to each other, and one will split one way. Good flick on. Ooh, that looked like a design set place to the front post for Ruiz to flick on, and someone to get on the end of the second one. But Richards was alert and he actually headed out the flick on for a corner again. Yo, Berhalter is mad. Yo, and I bet all the US coach, them ex-players, they're like, I love that from Berhalter. That they think they love it about the foolishness. However, does do whatever really. Nothing. Anyway, that set piece was defended. That's a waste by Vega there. Pochettino biting the fingernails. This one is getting tense. Aguirre looks a little bit more concerned now than earlier in the game. They know what's on the line. People in the chat are armchair analysts. They aren't in charge of JFF. Also, a lot of people will never put pressure on JFF because them licky and want to be with the crowd. That is a fact. Yeah, man, I know, brother. But the thing when we hear analysts of US team, like the US analysts, them talk about when they talk about Berhalter, them rarely talk about how good him is in set piece and all them something. And them say you can tell that he lives this stuff. Like you can tell he's been around the team for years, which he has, because his dad played, then his dad was the coach, and he's been around the team since he was a kid. This has just become a midfield battle and tackling game in the last couple of minutes. Mexico gets it under control now. This is a long switch of the play. Good first touch from Vega. Good second touch and third touch. Here is Alvarado. Still has Vega wide. This should be a good cross. No, he decides to face up on Arston. Now he goes back to the byline, to the back stick. Nobody challenging. Freeman there can only chest out for a corner. Ooh. Did they say it hit his hand while he was going down? Yeah, man, them said Sebastian Berhalter have heart. So hold on, the man them didn't want a handball for when he put on him hand a while ago. Poch a big it out, but them not get it. So a corner to Mexico. USA have done well from these corners so far, but Mexico, and that is Richards again. It was him or Montez gonna hit that, and Richards was like, I am getting this ball first. Never hands. Alvarado, not the best cross. And that's Richards. How many clearance Richards have in this game? At least 7 or 6. Oh, good flick pass to Vega. Vega gets around Freeman as well into the box. Adams can flick it on. Tillman second ball. And that's probably the worst shot of the game from Alvarez. And Damian Downs will be coming on. This guy I thought has looked good in the tournament, was but unlucky to pick up a knock late in a game early. And I don't think he has been the same since that knock he picked up. But he hasn't really been playing much lately in the tournament. Probably is fit enough. And he'll be coming on. If I'm the coach, I am straight swapping Agemang at this point. He just has not been as effective. And the coach has decided not to go that route. He has taken De La Torre off. And this probably will mean that Berhalter will drop into that midfield area next to Tyler Adams. I think Luca De La Torre is one of those players that going into this tournament, maybe he would have thought, if I can do my thing here, I can get some opportunities with the first team, like when everybody's around. But I don't think that he has really stamped his class. So he could be still a bench option moving forward. Now, let's see how tactically this is going to look. It looks like Downs will be playing just in behind Agemang. I think Tyler is trying to figure out like what they're playing right now. He doesn't know. I think Berhalter is supposed to be more narrow. Or is it? It can't be Luna that's right there with him, is it? Yeah, he's saying, yeah, those two need to switch. Berhalter needs to come more central, no? Tyler Adams still trying to figure out what they're doing in midfield. Yeah, see, he's turning talking to everybody like, where's everybody supposed to be? Yeah, he's telling Berhalter, you're the one that's close to me, bro. Push Luna wide. So I think him finally have it sorted out now. More on the ball. Back to Alvarado. Fancy footwork. Here is Sanchez. Back to Alvarez. Alvarez goes back wide to Alvarado. And that's not the best pass to Vega, but can only be touched out for a corner by Adams. Ten corners to none. Damn. For real. Oh, and that one found the head of Sanchez that time. He can only hit it wide. Yeah, man. I figured you meant shot. I saw the word and I was like, I don't think he meant that. Channel. This whole time I have the screen like that. I want it like this. Yeah, they've been dominant from set pieces, but the USA do them homework, brother. They must make sure Chris Richards meet the ball if it go into Montez or Alvarez. Like the man literally don't have nobody to mark. He must watch the flight of the ball and go to it and buck it out. Tillman been frustrating attacking tonight, but he put in a lot of work defensively. That's what I think has impressed me the most about his performances in this Gold Cup. He's doing a lot of running, man. For the guy who is their creative hub in terms of attacking midfielder type player, the man has done a lot of defensive work in this tournament and he played every minute of every game so far. I know earlier in the tournament he was going straight to PKs, but I don't, and that's a good run from Alvarado. Can he take it down? He can. Top of the box, good gang defending by USA, and in the end, Adams comes away with it. Good reverse pass to Downs. Couldn't get to it. Neither could Tillman. And that's good tracking from Downs. That's going to be a throw into the US. Tillman. I think that's a bit of a knee to the outside of the leg. That can give you a dead leg for a little bit there. Should be able to run that one off. Looks like Orbelin Pineda will be coming on. If I had to guess, they might be taking more out of the game. But we'll see what they go with. I mean, I wouldn't take the kid off, but maybe he's struggling a bit with the physicality now. This has been a very fast-paced game. I don't know if I would want to take off his quality though. But I know that they do a lot of analytics, so maybe they're seeing that his distance covered is going down by the minute, starting to lose a step. And Downs can't wrap his foot around that one. And let's see who the sub is for. It is Gilmora, so the youngster will be making his way for Pineda, the veteran. So it looks like he's actually favoring something on the leg. I think he's immediately asked by the coach what's going on. So they'll lose some of that, that cutting edge final pass ability. And Pineda will give you a bit more drive though. And a lot of experience as well. Big up ELM. Oh, go on. Mexico team are always fit, man. This game seems like it's going to depend on the shootout if USA scores again because it seems to like defending when they got the lead. Yeah. What's the odds now that USA will win? Let's see. Plus 240. No, sorry, plus 800. My bad. So you put 10, you win $80. Good ball. Oh, brilliant. But Richards again. Man blocks everything. Foul by Luna there. He says, oh my God, but it's the right call. It is the right call. So only 2 subs so far this game. I think the coach is showing that they really think they have their best teams out there right now to get the job done. One was forced. I think Mora probably wouldn't have come off if he wasn't starting to limp. And De La Torre was taken out of the midfield, which I was actually surprised by. Thought it would just be a straight swap, and there it is. It has taken all game, but Alvarez will be offside. And it was amazingly a double header. The first post header was, I think, flicked on by Vasquez, and Alvarez was the first to react on the far post to head it in from there. It is called offside on the pitch, but let's see. So he's onside in the initial, and that is going to be very close because Freeman's right foot is down. Freeman's right foot is down, and Alvarez is standing in line with him. So I think this is going to come down to shoulder blade, foot, whatever. There's no need for you to crowd the referee, Mexico. They're going to look. It's a goal. They look at all of them. All right? They don't have to go around the ref. Leave him alone. It doesn't look offside on that replay, I must say. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I love to know like who the people are if I know you're outside. So thanks for saying that. Yeah, man. Big up. Yeah, man, it count. It count. Yeah, man. Somebody I tell you say Freeman foot, man. Me see Freeman foot, you know. Me see it. All I needed was one replay. So that's 2-1 to Mexico. So you can blow it off now, ref, because I said 2-1. You're gonna see Duke forward now. I said he told me it was gonna be 2-1 too. Yeah, man. Very exciting, man. For real. The Mexican guys here and others say a track and field country like Jamaica, we never fit yet. Oh boy. Alvarez again. This man I go for the leading goal scorer for Mexico in the tournament. So it proves to be onside, people. Yes, it is a goal, Merrick. Concacaf says son. But now you could see, man, it was Freeman. Freeman's right foot. Freeman's right foot was like, see it behind the 6-yard box? And when that ball was flicked on, no part of Alvarez was in that 6-yard box. So it was Vasquez flick on to Alvarez, and that's 2-1 to Mexico. And Captain Fantastico, the West Ham midfielder, puts Mexico in front, and the lady is getting wet up with beer and all kind of things, and she don't even care. To me, Mexico has been the better team in this game. Yeah, I agree, Giggs. If a team deserved it more, it would have been Mexico. That is true. Mexico always home team when they play in USA. Yeah, I don't even know if there's a place. I used to say, if they don't put it in Texas or Cali or whatever, USA have a chance. But to be honest, it no matter where them put it, brother, the Mexicans are gonna go travel there and go watch the damn game. And every state have Mexicans, to be honest, at least a few, enough to like make up a good chunk of the people in the crowd. So what kind of fight back does USA have? That is the question. They have 10 minutes plus injury time or stoppage time. Now, will Mexico do what USA did, which is drop back? And right now, the posture of Mexico is to drop back and soak up some pressure. So let's see if the US can carve something open when Mexico is in this kind of posture. Richards to Ream. Ream on the ball. Back to Richards. Luna comes short to get on the ball. Plays it to Ream. Now wide to Arston. He has a little bit of space, but good shape from the Mexicans. What a play from Tillman. Aguiman finds Tillman. Luna can't get it wide. Freeman was wide open out there. Here's Arston now. Arston back to Adams. Adams, don't force it, Adams. Yeah, man, played shot. Luna back to Adams. Adams to Arston. Arston, Luna, good turn. 1-2 to Arston. Can they switch the play? No, it stays on this wing. Here's Luna. Luna cutting inside. And he gives it away poorly. And here comes Orbelin Pineda now. And that's the experience I was talking about. Adams is forced to foul. And Orbelin Pineda knew what he was doing there. And here's yep, I knew it was his right foot, man. I called it as soon as I saw the first replay. I said, that man right foot going to cause that. And Adams is the one sacrificed. He's on a yellow. So he's brought on a more attacking-minded midfielder in McGlynn. Adams can't believe he's the one sacrificed. But I think, Adams is going to get into a few more challenges before the game is over. So probably not the worst move in the world, to be honest. Let's get him off the pitch. Probably going to be some tactical fouls needed due to what a turn by Vega. And that's a poor pass. And that's cut out by Down. Second ball, one by Tillman. Here's McGlynn. And that's a poor pass, but can only be cleared for a throw to the US. Mexico. I'd rather them win than the US. Yeah, me too. Tacos all around. The states that you mentioned just now is actually Mexico. Facts. Facts. That's true. Alvarado with a shot. That's wide. Alvarado puts that one wide and immediately goes down. And they have a 2-1 lead, people, so we will see a lot less football now. So Cesar Huerta and Santi Jimenez looks to be coming on. I think Huerta will be a straight swap for Alvarado. And I think Santi will come on for Raul. Man, connect that. So I think Raul Jimenez will be off shortly and Santi will be on. And I think they're probably just waiting to see if Alvarado will be okay. I think it might have been Vega coming off, but let's see. Let's see. Agemang will get to this one before Montes. Here's Agemang. Arston into the box. Here's Agemang. And that's brilliant defending by Alvarez right there. Just watch the ball. And now Sanchez is down as well. So this could be an issue. I didn't see Araujo on the bench at all. So I'm not sure if he's suspended for this one. But usually the semis, the cards are gone. So it's going to be a straight swap up front. So no Santi and Raul up front together today. It's going to be a like for like up top. And let's see what they decide. And it is going to be number 10. Why would it be 10 for 25? Isn't it 21? Isn't it 21? So somebody gets a yellow card. I'm not sure who. Oh, he's giving Raul Jimenez a yellow card. Okay, because he's acting like he didn't see that his number came up. He doesn't care. The US said 10 for 25, but there is no 25 standing on the sideline for USA. So I'm not sure who the hell it was supposed to be. So Reyes will replace Sanchez. So no Araujo available. So let's see how they configure the back line. Tolkien, straight swap with Arvston at left back. Give a little more energy towards the end of this one. And it's going to be Diego Luna off and Brendan Aronson on. And as I thought, so did they not put on Huerta then? So I guess they didn't put on Huerta at all. May I profit. I see from the start how long them will keep this up because Mexico not stop until them score. We know USA was going to lose before the whistle blew up. So Alvarado did come off for Huerta. Ooh, that could have fallen to the feet of Downs, but it was blocked. Poor from Freeman, but given away. And that's cleared by Vasquez off of the foot of Aronson. It's going to be a throw to Mexico. So Alvarado off, Huerta on, Sanchez off, Reyes on, and Jimenez off and Jimenez on. 2 subs for the US, Arfton off, Tolkien on, and Diego Luna off, Brendan Aronson on. Yeah, man. Full good, yes. Yeah, man. Take off lunatic. Luna. More of a score. I don't think any more of a score. I think this game done 2-1 just like this. You got caught up between the two countries. Yeah, sometimes you can want it too much, you know? Can't fault him effort, but the quality never showed up with him today. So the difference between Santiago Jimenez and Raul Jimenez there in one play. How Santiago Jimenez end up on the ground a while ago? I never see a man anytime contact near him dip on the ground. And he's bigger than Raul Jimenez. But Jimenez just understand how to use his body so much better. Watch out. Man, them step on him hand. Ooh. Richard step on him finger. Probably broke. Yeah, man, him play with enough heart. Sometimes heart is not enough, Conrad. Alvarez first to react, man. Pochettino a threat. Patch better glad. The way how them there move before the tournament, I don't think people didn't even think them was going to reach the finals. But let me see if the US supporter them meltdown and the analysts them meltdown. Man, finger bend up while ago. At least he can done the game. Just throw some tape around the finger them. Aronson. Back to Ream. Ream. Goes wide to Berhalter. Berhalter. Finds McGlynn. USA need to try to get a ball into the box if they can. Mexico doing a good job of pressuring them though. Not making anything easy. And that's a poor foul to give away, to be honest. Wasn't going anywhere that time. A knee right to the back. That don't feel so good. People, please, we're coming to the end of the stream, or the game, I should say, potentially. We're at 59 likes, people. Can we get to the next target of 75 before we finish off the stream? Here's McGlynn into Tillman. Tillman back wide to McGlynn. McGlynn on his left foot now. Poor, that's blocked. USA can't even get a ball into the box here. It's not good enough from them. Here is Ream. Oh my gosh, them almost score on some madness. Ageman in the 6-yard box with the ball at his feet. I have to see this replay. Now, I think Downs was offside. He just leaves the ball alone. Good footwork. Oh, he just never really got contact on the shot. How do you not connect that? Experience winning this situation, win games, and USA don't have the players at the moment to win this game. Yep, hard not in today's game, Jason. It can work for a couple of games, but after that, you're in trouble. The more difficult the occasion, you're going to need everything mix up heart, tactics, execution, all of it. Good first touch from Jimenez, and then the paper shot. I don't know how the man never even kicked the ball. I'm not sold on Ageman. Nah, yeah, I mean, him have a skill set. Like him do some things well, but he's definitely not the finished article. That's just good pressing from Mexico. And Vega is just trying to get fouled if he can. Good turn from Pineda, but he loses his footing. It's going to be a throw into USA. I think they'll get one more chance, you know. It's about 4 minutes left. I think they'll get one more chance. Berhalter spreads the play nicely. Tolkien off the chest. Just didn't set his body correctly for that ball. But Aronson does well to win this one back. So where you going with the ball, Reem? Why don't just give the brother right this up? Jeez and peas. No, Berhalter, why? Why did you do that? Alexis Vega, about to start a fire on the wing. Here's Pineda, back to Vega, over to Pineda. They just want to get fouled, and that's what they get. Berhalter with a aimless pass, however, man. Jeez and peas. He barely got a toe to it, but no real purchase on the effort. Is he being pulled back? I don't think it's enough. Yeah, no, he's alright, but he's nothing, you know, nothing crazy to talk about. And the Oscar goes to experience win games in these moments, yeah. Him take off one of the more experienced ball of them. I'm worried about the yellow card. Good back heel from Vega. And USA lose it on top of the box. Huerta, right to Freeze. Oh, whoa. Freeze throws it out. Good throw. Nice play from US. Good play. Downs. And that's going to go to the feet of Freeman. What a tackle by Montez there. Had to get that one right. Oh, get up. Oh, ref. That's a big time tackle by Montez there. Could be game saving. Freeman can do a lot of things well, but you know, beating a last man defender tackle, don't think that's I mean, they would be hoping that could have fell to a Tillman or a Downs or even Agerman. But Freeman is the one who had the chance to get by the player there. Pineda trying to get into the box, and why would you do that? I mean, I know he didn't mean to, but still. And this one is pretty much over. Mexico will not let the US get another chance now. Yeah, man. Full of art. USA win it, but can't get it out of the corner. Still can't get out of the corner. This could be 3 poor pass from Vega. And Tillman trying to salad people. This guy is crazy. And this one looks like it's going to be done any minute now. USA going to lose to Mexico again. About 5 seconds left. Ream goes long towards Downs. First ball won by Mexico. And the referee blows it off. Downs probably got fouled there in the end, but that's it, people. Viva Mexico. Viva, vamos, 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 vamos. 2-1. And Berhalter is crying. The Mexicans are elated, jubilant. Somebody say adios. It's done. Mexico. Viva los Galles. Yeah, so L3 ganó. Victoria Extraordinario. L3 mató al Estados Unidos 2-1 en NRG Stadium en Houston, Texas. And they repeat as Gold Cup champions. Tacos beats cheeseburgers tonight. That is it. The best team won. Yes, Merrick, that is true. If you look at the balance of play, the better team did win the game. Can't really argue that at all. Let's see. All right, so let's take a look at the stats for the game, people, before we jump out of the building. 60% to 40% in favor of Mexico. USA did have one more big chance in the game. Both of them had one big chance in the second half. 16 shots to 6 in the end in favor of Mexico. 4 more saves by Freeze than Mexico's goalkeeper. The American analysts look sad, upset. Not sure what they're saying, but I don't think they should be too upset with the team today. They tried, they fought. I think that's the quality one out today. 12 corner kicks in the end to Mexico, none by the US. They attempted about 150, had more passes. USA had one more tackle, 2 yellow cards for Mexico, 1 for the US. 8 shots to 3 on target as well, so quite a big advantage there. Five more shots on target. Attack USA a little bit more down the left-hand side throughout the game. Mexico definitely started to really pressure that left-hand side over the time and the course of the match. Gallardo having the freedom down that left-hand side for most of it. One big chance scored by Mexico. On the other hand, USA had 2 big chances. They didn't convert any of them. I did mention before the game that one of the differences in this game to me is when the chances fall to Jimenez and when they fall to Aguiman, who are you putting your money on? And we saw at the end of the game, a chance fell to Aguiman, could not even get a real shot off. A half chance falls to Jimenez in the first half, he buries it. So that did make the difference in the end. 41 touches in the area to only 15 for the US. You see where the game was played for the most part. 47% in the middle third, 38% in the US defensive third, Mexico's attacking third, and 15% in the Mexican defensive third or US attacking third. Final third entry is 58 to 43 in favor of Mexico. So not a bad number for the US, actually. 43 seems like they wouldn't get even that many based on how much they had the ball. Duels pretty even as well in the game. Both teams fighting, just about as hard as the other. USA did have the one advantage aerially throughout the game. Recoveries, clearances, USA with a big advantage, obviously, way more clearances, but Mexico made 11 more ball recoveries, so they were very good in interceptions and recoveries today. And that's pretty much all the stats of the game. Player of the match, statistically, more than likely, it's probably Edson Alvarez if I had to guess. But let's take a look and see. Yes, Edson Alvarez did get the star for the day, 8.0 for him. Other key players, Ruiz, Mora, Alvarado, Vega, Jimenez, thought they all played well. Richards has the highest score for the US, followed by Matt Freeze, Berhalter, and De La Torre, who came off. Maybe they'll look back at that sub and say, maybe taking off De La Torre at the time wasn't the best move. Diego Luna was struggling. He stayed out there. I think a part of that was just him giving you some moments in this tournament. It was hard to kind of go away from him when the going got tough in the final. But to be honest, he just never really turned up today as much as they would have wanted. Tillman also offensively struggled. I thought he gave you a good work rate tonight. So at least him staying on the pitch, I could understand. But Luna, I thought, could have gotten the hook a little bit earlier in this particular game. But yeah, Javier Aguirre gets the better of Poch tonight. and Mexico make it back to back in the Gold Cup, people. So Mexico, Concacaf champions, as usual, nothing new. They take it home again, people. Thanks so much for all of the support on the channel. Un poquito, un poquito. Has Poch won a trophy in CONCACAF yet? No, he has not. Every time Mexico coming like a first, them I win Gold Cup. Hey man, winning a trophy is always good, brother. It never gets old, you know. Sorry, USA, that didn't work this time. Good try though. That's passion they have. Exactly, passion. London pissed. Yeah, London is pissed. Position felt closer, yeah. And really and truly, it only got closer in the end. They were probably way apart before that. Those commentators aren't really commentators, are they? Man, them Becks. Yeah, no kind of unbiased analysis going on there at all. Alvarez is so clutch. Yeah, he really is. Arriba. All right, MF. I had one, Conrad, the real ones, Float Management, Basco, Ramses, Merrick, Africans in the building, big up yourself. People support Africans FC as well, put out great content, CONCACAF wise. I'm supposed to all know him by now, but if you don't, check him out, people. Africans FC on YouTube. MF, big up yourself. Conrad, big up yourself. Chorus pass through. I know Lamar did pass through earlier on. Son come in to drop a big comment. Concacaf. DJ Gigs always support there from night. Big up yourself as well. Mr. H, who is Mr. ELM on the YouTube, big up yourself. Yeah, man. Everybody else who did pass through, who will never name, no disrespect to you. I'm just not gonna scroll through all the comments again. But people, thanks so much for the support. I don't know if I got to my target of likes. Let's take a double check here. Ooh, we're about 11 short of the likes, people. So go ahead and the vote is very close, man. So I asked if McLaren I watch the game. 47% say yes, 52% say no. So I think the man I watch, man. I think he might watch. I don't think he watched it, but I didn't get to vote. But anyway, people, I just want to say big up, massive, maximum respect. Thanks for tuning in. Definitely enjoyed bringing you the Gold Cup final. And I did pick the winner correctly. Have on the Mexico jersey. And I said Mexico 2-1. And it ended Mexico 2-1, people. So give me my damn credit. Anyway, people, big up on yourself. We're not going to stay forever. Have some content to bring to the people. We have a lot of news. Read the Reggae Boys, even some Reggae Girls movement as well on the player side. So I want to bring some content to you guys. It was referenced a few times tonight in this game. Big interview on Sports Max about the coaching education. Want to just kind of hear some key points and just give you my takes on some things that I heard from Mr. Speed. Know that you guys will definitely want to hear what I have to say. So big ups to you. I'm going to try to actually get Daddy on that program as well, because I would love to hear his thoughts on some of those things that he would have heard in that Sportsmax interview as well. So next time you guys see me, people, we'll be doing a show where we're breaking down all things Jamaican football. But to all my supporters of other stuff, obviously we have the Women's Euro going on. The Club World Cup is down to its final stages. Definitely look out for some content live match-wise on those as well. So just stay tuned, people. If you're already subscribed, greatly appreciate it. Just make sure that the notification bells are set to all so that you guys can be aware whenever I go live, drop a video, anything of that nature. You guys are the first to find out. All right, people? But once again, big up to all those who passed through. We greatly appreciate the support. And once more, Mexico, L3, are the CONCACAF Kings. El Rey de CONCACAF. It is Mexico. What am I telling the people? Clockwork. Duke, I go forward and tell you, him the prophet, him said 2-1. I was the first to say it, Duke. So you follow my score. Anyway, big up, people. Congrats to Duke. Congrats to, I think, Float Management as well. Congrats to Jason Gooner. We had it right. 2-1 Mexico. Big up on yourself. And once again, people, every time the show I finish, you're going to hear these words. My name is Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV. And until next time, people, come on, Jamaica, man. I want to see you now play a final.